to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you, Corey. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, you got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch out. Watch out. Let him run that.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break. Watch Mike, watch Mike. Hey, let's get this. Check. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mike's 50. I'm coming.
From the gun, it's Rosen. He completes it to Boyd. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Rosen, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. center's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Middle.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen stepping up. He's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 3rd down, Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Landry. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Check 4, check 4.
And now it's Rosen looking to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Back to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Counter. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And some room to maneuver. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they called the field general.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Joe Mixon. And some room to run now. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Rosen looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And to give this time to the tailback. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Bang, 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 bang. Switch. Look at me. Go. Ready.
Here's 2nd and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd down and goal. Rosen. This could very well be 4-down territory, but right now we focus on 3rd and goal from the 1. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
80 weapon. Hey, Foxtrot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
I'm scared. Hey, Echo. Hey, jet 5.
2nd and 9 now. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Watch the whip.
Here's Rosen. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside. The 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg it, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Middle.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. He gets this one to Boyd. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll drop to throw, and it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Rush in.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
10-2 stop. Hey, Charlie. Mike 35. Let's go. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Washington. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Watch Mike. Here we go. Mike 52. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Geno Atkins. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Stop your whining.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Rosen. That's complete. Right around the 8. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Steelers take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And
what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
First and 10 at the 43.
10-2 stop.
They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. Intended for Austin Safarian Jenkins. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Yes, yes. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Right here, right here. Chuck 6-6, pull it high. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And